Herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge von Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. Wir sind in Tag 12 angekommen und wollen noch so ein paar Nebenquests versuchen zu erledigen, so gut es geht. Haupt haben wir schon angesprochen, hier sind keine Thronen mehr. Wir untersuchen und wir gehen erstmal gucken, wo wir noch die meisten Missionen haben. Engelsträne, Bücherwurm, Brautschau. Das war ein Bücherwurm, gesucht wird für eine Leitung ohne Mann, ohne Namen. Von Irene in Houston aufbewahren wird. Müssen wir nach Houston. Brautschau war auch in Houston. Okay. Feuerwerk. Lebenselixier. Familienbetrieb. Platz hinter den Panzer, Schatzsphären. Oh, die habe ich schon. Genau, die können wir abgeben. Ja, also auf nach Houston. Houston.
Really feels like the end now. Soon it'll be over.
It's been dying for 500 years.
I wasn't talking about the world.
Then what?
Never mind. Time is short. Every minute's precious now. Let's not waste any.
Wir verschwenden doch gar keine Zeit. Wir sind immer produktiv gewesen. Wir haben immer irgendwelche Erfahrungsbonis gekriegt und sind nicht umsonst ab und zu herumgelaufen. Und, ja, wir sind immer am Questen gewesen. Ja gut, man kann es schon sagen, weil manchmal haben wir Kreaturen getötet, die wir erst später in einer anderen Quest hätte töten müssen. Aber egal. Ist halt so, hat funktioniert. Freude. Ja, los. Oh Mann, ey. Scheiße, wir müssen ja eigentlich noch in dem Wildland diese komische Schokobo-Fresser vernichten. Mal gucken. Ob wir das wohl irgendwie in dieser Staffel noch unterkriegen, an dem 12. Tag. Ich bin gespannt. Dann können wir noch den Hund zu der einbringen und so weiter. Also da gibt noch einiges, was wir eigentlich tun könnten, wenn wir natürlich alles schaffen. Irgendwie ist das alles bei mir ziemlich laut auf den Ohren. Schokolina. Guck mal, Wiederaufbau. Bruchstücke der Statue. Abschließen. Morgendämmerung. Lapis Lazuli. Paddy. Spielt jemand ein Spiel mit mir? Jeden Abend um 7 lege ich vor dem Hotel im Vergnügungsviertel in Houston meinen wertvollen Lapis Lazuli ab. Doch jeden Morgen um 4 sammle ich ihn wieder ein. Wenn ihn jemand aufhebt, verrate ich ihm den Grund dafür. Jeden Abend um 7 Uhr, also 19 Uhr, müssen wir gucken, dass wir dann in Houston sind. Im Vergnügungsviertel. Das sollte sich ja irgendwie einrichten lassen. Das sollte ja sich irgendwie einrichten lassen. Ich höre ab und zu fast gar nichts mehr. Ja, lalalala. Grillläden. Wir haben. Okay. Straßenhexe. Froststurm. Pyrofunken. Froststurm. Umstoßen. Schützende Schwingen. Oh, das sieht ein bisschen sehr knapp angezogen aus. Lightningsbrille. Froststurm, Pyrofunken. Eigentlich geile Kleider. Müsste ich eigentlich alle versuchen, aber hätten wir schon viel früher anfangen müssen und irgendwie mit so wenig Geld.
run into that gourmet fella. Tell him about my restaurant. I need his help.
Wer ist ein Gourmet? Ist das vielleicht einer in dem Wild landen? Oder ist er hier irgendwo? Morgen, hallo. Wir wollten in der Mission trunken, Leben, Elixier, Familienbetrieb. Genau, einen singenden Vogel. Ne, können wir noch nicht. Beraten, Ausstatter, und was haben wir hier? Schmiede. Stadtführer, Touristen.
That play about the Savior seems like it's a real hit. I hope I get to see it someday too.
Stehst direkt vor ihr, Mädchen, aber naja.
This is not the hour for challenging.
Dekor-Händler. Ja, ja, keine Zeit verschwendet, ne? Wie war das noch?
I hear some firework nut is opening a shop.
You know all about our Lord. Yes, the patron is the last remaining lessee in all the world. He's very strong. That's our dear Lord. Everyone feels quite safe with Lord Snow at the helm. He takes good...
La 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 la.
Only the finest quality here. If there is any Bacchus's brew to be had in this city, I'm guessing you'd find it in one of those exclusive places in the Glutton's Quarter.
Tja, tja, tja. Weiß nicht. So, geheimer Text. Genau, genau, genau. Miau, miau und so ein Kram.
Come and enjoy the best service and hospitality in all.
Gehen wir nach da oben. Sachkundige Tourist.
Seems like the theater in the Augur's Quarter is gonna be... It's a bit sad. I never got to see the show, but I used to at least hear the music.
So, ich mach dir die Tür auf. Bin ich nicht nett? Step only. Madame.
Bacchus's brew, if you have it.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. We've just run out, I'm afraid.
Leider ausgegangen. Ich werd nicht mehr.
I'd love to get a date with one of those chocobo girls, but all four are so darn cute, I just can't pick one out of the entire bunch.
Tja.
We've got tape. Sit down. Take a load off. Until next time.
So, hier hoch. Da hoch. Da hoch. Ich meine doch, dass ich so ein komisches Geräusch gehört habe. Das war ein Auftritt, ja. Da hat richtig fetzen Fackeln lassen. So, Tiere auf. Meine doch irgendwo. Kampfstachel, Wehrstachel, Kampfstachel, was kommt noch? So, weiter. Leute, Informant. Zack, laufen. Okay, dann halt nicht.
Some of the residents of the Augur's Quarter up in the left for a different purpose.
You'll probably have more luck trying.
Schlemmerviertel. Gurenplatz, Heroenplatz, Schlemmerviertel. Jo, versuchen wir es da mal, ne? Das war jetzt gerade echt nicht, wofür ich dieses komische Gebräu brauche, aber... Ups. Der Casanova. Oh Mann. Und zur Medaille. Kampftrainer, Ausstatter.
Come enjoy the help. Very well.
Do you have Bacchus's brew?
One sip and you're in heaven. The famed drink that makes you forget any unpleasant thing that has ever happened. If only we did, this world would be a far happier place. But we're out of that wondrous brew.
Charges against the Savior have been dropped. Meat! Step right up! Get the best meat and kebab! Come back soon!
Raw, royal, every one of our fish is... See you!
Tja.
People of Houston really stepped up when it mattered.
Welcome.
Do you happen to carry Bacchus's brew here?
Why, yes, we certainly do. What we lack, however, are available seats.
I don't need a table. The brew is actually a gift for someone. Would you be willing to sell me a bottle of it?
I would be delighted. Though I hope you understand that it is one of the more expensive items we have available here.
Wahrscheinlich für den
So this is
Besoffenen.
Bacchus's brew. I owe you.
I am honored to have been some help to you. I'm sure the recipient will be delighted to receive a gift from such a beautiful woman.
Hello, welcome.
Business is good.
It is, thank you. Word of our shop's special flavor has quickly spread through word of mouth. This city is known for its gourmet restaurants, but none can hold a candle to the chefs we have assembled in our kitchens.
The best chefs in the city, huh? Lackley mentioned his missing fiancé was a great cook. I wonder...
Ma'am, is there something I can help you with?
I hope so. I'm looking for someone by the name of Filiana. According to her fiancé, she was a fantastic cook. Does this ring look familiar to you at all?
Oh, yes, of course. I recognize that. The woman was a wonderful cook indeed. Though the strange thing is, I never knew her by the name of Filiana.
She may have assumed another name. Was the woman you knew beautiful enough to turn the head of every man in the room?
Now, this is taking quite an odd turn. She was no doubt a very handsome woman, but very advanced in age. I suppose she must have been beautiful enough to turn heads once, but she was undeniably an old woman. Of course, we are all old now, that we don't age, but she must have been quite elderly already when time stopped for all of us.
An old woman? I suppose that can't be Lackley's lost fiancée, but where is she now?
I'm afraid I don't know. The lady in question fell ill and left our restaurant. I believe she moved to Luxurian to live with the support of an old friend there.
Do you know how to reach her? Or that friend of hers?
Unfortunately, I don't know that woman's name or anything else about her. I saw her only once. She was a young woman, and if I recall correctly, wearing a rather unusual hat. Perhaps she was her daughter.
I see. Thanks for your time. You've been a great help. Lackley's ring ended up on the finger of a beautiful but old woman somehow. It's possible Filiana sold the ring. I'm not looking forward to telling Lackley about it, but he deserves the truth. He needs to know.
Welcome. Do come again.
Tell me, are you the famous food expert?
Possibly. I do boast a certain renown in culinary circles. It cannot be denied. I see. CD's restaurant, you say? I do hate to see a good restaurant go undiscovered by the dining public.
So, will you help him out? I can take you right there.
Oh no. CD's restaurant? I'm afraid you will have to find someone else. I'm sorry.
I can't persuade you?
Impossible. This city is overflowing with restaurants crying out for the deft helping hand of Gordon Gourmet. I'm run ragged trying to keep up. And, well, you see... Right, my rule. I have an ironclad policy. I cannot help an establishment unless the owner approaches me directly.
You just made that up, didn't you? All right, can you do this for me? Just give me some advice now and I'll pass it along to the owner. You don't have to come to the restaurant at all.
That sounds reasonable. I mean, I'd hate to see a restaurant serving fried niblet hairballs go under. Except, if I give advice, I need to make sure that it is communicated accurately, with total precision. And that means my messenger has to understand the instructions perfectly.
Well, I guess that rules me out. I don't know the first thing about fine dining.
Oh, you don't have to be a top chef, or even a garde-manger. All you need is a discerning palate. Practically anyone can acquire one with a little training.
I'm not sure what you mean by a discerning palate, but I don't think I have one.
Trust me when I say it can be found. In fact, a tour of the best establishments of the Glutton's Quarters should do.
Die beliebten Gaststätten der Welt finden ein Schlemmerviertel, die es nur kostet. Und Getränken dieser 6 und berichtet dann Gordon Gourmet von deinen kulinarischen Erlebnissen. Ich werde wahnsinnig. Was haben wir hier?
Who are you?
You must be Erin. Here, I have a letter for you from Reddick.
Reddick? Well, that's a name from the past. Wait, I thought he was dead. Let me see that thing. Let me... Well, that's his handwriting, all right. I'd recognize it anywhere. Here, I've kept the journal with me, just as I promised him.
I don't mean to pry, but how do you two know each other?
We used to date. Not one of my finer moments, that's for sure. Hindsight, you know. But that was lifetimes ago. He made me keep this while we were still together.
Why would he give it to you instead of keeping it? Have you read it?
The thought never even crossed my mind. And I knew anything that bastard Reddick was involved with couldn't be good. Please take it. I'm sick of carrying it everywhere. I'm just happy to wash my hands of the whole thing. It's your problem now.
All right, I get it. Thanks.
Cool.
Light, you found his journal. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Weird, huh? What I don't understand is why there are so many people involved. First Reddick had it, then he gave it to his friend Orin for safekeeping.
I wonder if it holds some sort of big secret. If secret's so dangerous, just having the journal in his possession could put him at risk. What do you think?
I think I should read the journal before I give it back.
It would be the fastest way to find out what's going on. But do you really think you should? I mean, it is private after all.
But does it really matter at this point? I mean, we're already neck deep in his affairs. It's all for his benefit anyway, right?
Okay, it's up to you. But remember, what's been read can't be unread. If you want to do this, you're on your own.
Könnte ein wichtiges Geheimnis stehen, überlege gut, was das Beste für Renolf ist, bevor du es handelst. Ja, lesen oder nicht lesen. Da ich selber eigentlich auch meist nicht möchte, dass man mein Tagebuch liest. Sag ich nein.
Renolf didn't want me to read this. Respecting his wishes is the right thing to do.
I knew you'd say that, Light. Let's go back to Luxarian and return his journal.
Später. Erstmal Gaumen. Erstmal kosten wir jeden blöden Laden.
What do you think? Feeling weird? Every one of our meat, get your meat. Step right up.
Would you like to sample one of our... Welcome!
Ich dachte, ich muss diese Rolle 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doch, das macht aber Sinn. Wir müssen doch hier im Schlemmerviertel die futtern, wa? Im Straßencafé beim Positionierer und Griller, die in Legumierer und im Stehbad zum feuchten Tresen und Meldung. Ja, meine ich doch. Also los, hier vor Tresen.
Welcome. From the elegant simplicity, cocktails can be served chilled or warm. Everyone has their own preferences.
That was useful information, but you still have more to learn.
Step right up. Get the... Our meat is shipped directly from the wildlands. We use only natural ingredients, none of that synthetic stuff. Grilling and roasting are the best. The key is knowing how to seal in the juices and flavors. And we do that better than anyone else.
Light, I'm glad you're...
Every one of our...
We get our seafood fresh every morning. Comes straight out of the ocean. Tastes great raw or grilled. A chef is even more important when preparing uncooked dishes. The way you slice a tuna makes all the difference in the world.
You're gonna be a real food connoisseur by the time this is over. You just have 3 more restaurants.
Come enjoy Come enjoy the help. Even kids who hate greens love my veggie dishes. Vitamins in vegetables are determined by their color. You want a wide variety for a well-balanced diet.
2 more places, Light, and you'll have managed to sample all the popular restaurants of the Glutton's Quarter.
Familienbetrieb. Off the Lot, ein Straßencafé habe ich noch nicht. Poisonierer habe ich. Griller, Legumierer, habe ich. Bankett und Straßencafé habe ich noch nicht. Wo sind die? Ja, ich kann es mir vorstellen. Also einmal hier. Straßencafé.
Welcome. Our customers come here to put down their shopping bags and rest their weary feet. Our cakes and sweets are the perfect pick-me-up for just about everyone. We put a lot of love into our cakes, and that's what makes them so good. They're like treats for your palate and soul.
Almost there, Light. You have one more restaurant left to visit.
Haben wir es ja gleich geschafft.
Welcome. When offering a complete dining experience to discerning patrons, superb food and excellent drinks are not enough. One must always anticipate the needs of your patrons. I am constantly assessing the dining space from the viewpoint of my customers, the comfort, the decor. Our customers want more than just a meal. They come for the memories they can savor for years to come.
Well, how goes the culinary tour?
I did what you suggested. I visited the top restaurants in the neighborhood.
That is excellent news. So now let me give you the advice I promised. If CD's restaurant wants to turn its business around... wait, let me ask you something first. You've eaten at CD's and at the best establishments in Yusnan. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main difference between the two? I'd be interested to hear your opinion. In your own words, of course.
Why? Is this some kind of test?
Yes, exactly. Now tell me, what did all the successful restaurants have in common that poor old CD's lacks?
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to was helpful. They seemed honest and open. I don't think they were lying to me, but something seemed off.
Oh, would you care to elaborate?
Well, it almost felt like they were hiding something from the customers. But it wasn't as if they were deliberately lying or trying to deceive anyone. In fact, I don't think they realized it themselves. They thought they were telling me everything they knew. Yes, that's it. It was unconscious, like an instinct. They were hiding something, but they weren't doing it deliberately at all. I'd say the very best chefs, restaurant managers, and bartenders all share some kind of secret. It's like a special ingredient that makes their food stand out from the others.
What a wonderful deduction. You have hit the nail on the head. To think you discovered this answer only after visiting a few establishments. It is as you say, the best, most successful restaurants have a certain je ne sais quoi, a secret something that makes their offerings unique. And finding that something, that is what I do best. In other words, if the restaurant does not already have a special something, then I simply cannot help it.
Then what about CD's? Do you think you can help him?
I can tell you this, the chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant a success. Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot secure supplies, and that is why he struggles. Let me be specific. Once upon a time, CD's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk. But then supplies dried up and the restaurant fell into a long decline.
You seem to know a lot about CD's.
Well, a long time ago, let's just say we have a close history and leave it at that.
Fine by me. All I need to know is that if I can find this spice, the restaurant should start bringing in customers.
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, the only way to acquire it would be to defeat certain monsters. Such a shame. All for want of a single spice, his restaurant is failing. He has the recipe for success, he just needs the final ingredient.
Civet ist eine geheime Zutat, die die Speisen und CDs so etwas Besonderes machen wird. Du erhältst es nach einem Sieg über das Monster Felix in der Hauptstraße. Besorge das Civet und bringe es Gondon mit.
So it turns out this civet musk is a precious commodity. Why don't you let Gordon Gourmet know you have some?
Jetzt muss ich gerade gucken, wo ist die Hauptstraße. Ah. Ja gut, alles klar. Ja, wie es denn weitergeht in der Hauptstraße und mit dem Feinschmecker und so weiter, das seht ihr wie immer in der nächsten Folge. Bis dann.